Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today we're heading out to the North Fork of Long Island. We're going to check out a thrift store in Greenport and then 2 yard sales in Southold, one of which was at a house that was built in 1674. Let's go thrifting. Today I'm stopping at the Eastern Long Island Hospital Opportunity Shop in Greenport. This place has always got some interesting pieces. They have a lot of artwork. Today they didn't have a lot of furniture that they usually have. They sold out of a lot of stuff. Although I did come over here and I saw this end table. Usually these sell in pairs for a fair amount of money. This one was only $10, but it's this side table that really caught my attention because, well, first of all, it says $1,500. It says 50% off. I hope that is then off the $1,500. But I did look that up, and I did find one sold 2 years ago for $288 on Neil Auction. But right now there's a pair that I found for sale for $11,000. So be on the lookout for this brand, T.H. Robs John Gibbings for Whitcomb. It really is of spectacular design, so obviously there's people out there that would spend a lot for it. Over here I did find some golf clubs. Some of them are about $2. I don't know enough about golf clubs, so I just left that behind, and I walked into the other room where I saw this picture, which was very pretty. It had like a fruit design on it, and then when I looked it up, they sell for probably about $5 to $8. As you can see, these are some sold comps. And so I put that back. I was not really that interested in it. They do have a nice glassware section, but then I had looked over at this case and I saw this noritake tea set, the teapot and the creamer and sugar. They wanted $75 for it. I looked it up and I saw one that had sold for $79, so they must have looked it up on eBay. But then I saw this creamer and sugar that sold for $10, so go figure. Then above it, I saw this really pretty Tiffany trinket box. It's actually made in France, and when I looked it up, I found a similar one selling for $175. The one here was selling for $100, and then I found a sold comp of a similar design that sold for $250. So keep an eye out for those Tiffany trinket boxes. They're very cute. Then over here in the back, I did notice some really nice dishware, including this set of Royal Norfolk dessert plates. There were 8 for $95 and in nice condition. I like the color a lot, but it was this other pattern that I really liked. It's Rhythm by Homer Laughlin. There were 5 plates for $35, made in the USA. Really nice dishware. I thought they were just spectacular, really pretty. And when I looked them up, I only found a pair selling for $24.99. I did not find any sold comps. So I continued perusing this table and walking around. And then I saw this set of bread and butter plates. They were noritake, the Oberlin pattern, and they were selling 12 of them for $30. You know, leave a message below if you collect any of these things and if you think the pricing is okay. I did look them up. I found some, for sale in this pattern, but I didn't see any sold comps. Then in this case, I saw these check place card holders, those blue ones right there. There were 10 of them and they wanted $125 for them. But when I looked them up, I found 6 for sale for $275. Again, crazy. But then I found 2 that sold on eBay for $22. So the pricing is a little all over the place. This Gorham sterling silver candelabra, it's a 7-piece set, $1,000. I would have liked to have seen it put together. These Dobie heads, don't buy them. They're $10 each and they never sell. This telephone was $30. You could get the same one online for about $20. And then in the next case over, I saw the Precious Moments. Sadly, the guy who designed these, he just passed away, but they can't sell. Nobody buys these anymore. They're like the Hummels below them. They just sit. Over here, I really like this Italian Majolica bowl. It was really pretty, and I love the muted colors, the whites with the greens. It was only $10. I did find 2 for sale, one exactly the same one for $40 and another that was a similar pattern. Then I noticed these wall pockets, really cute. A pair of them, they were $5 each. I probably should have picked them up. I did find one selling for $95, a different pattern though. Hey, while you're here, could you tap the like button and hit subscribe? It helps me in the channel. Thanks so much. My next stop was this fabulous sale at this house that was built in 1674 in Southold. It is gorgeous, although it's going to need a lot of engineering work for whoever bought it. But these beautiful wide plank floors, I mean, I was just amazed by it. Look at the ceilings, everything. It's very cool. By the time I got to this sale, the place had been really picked over. So there was some dishware left. There were some little things here and there, but not a lot. I probably should have picked up these little cookie cutters that were only $2 a bag. And I made a mistake by leaving those behind. Those tin ones are really good. They do sell depending on where they were made and how old they are, but these looked like they were mid-century, definitely. There were tape reels. Who knows what's on these things? I mean, that's kind of crazy. Here outside on the patio, there were tons of baskets, and just the architecture was really cool to look at. And then look at this backyard. How pretty is that, looking out on the inlet that goes out to the Peconic Bay? Upstairs, I don't know what that's about, and I didn't ask. And then I saw Rolling Stones with David Bowie on the cover. And then this chair, which I thought was really pretty, but it was $60 and it needs a lot of work. It needs the rushing fixed, as you can see on the seat. But that's a gorgeous chair. Then over in this room, I spotted these Italian-made canisters. There were only 3 of them and 2 lids. There was a sugar coffee and another one. And I found one selling for $12.99. I left those behind as well. I love these little copper molds. They're really pretty, and they were only $1 each. I didn't pick them up, but they go for about $8 online. And down here, there was some really pretty furniture. That was $300 for this desk. These candlesticks were $18 for the pair. A lot of things were left, I think, that were higher priced that they probably should have cut. It was later in the afternoon, so at that point, slash the prices to get rid of the stuff. We did hit the shed on the way out, and this was like, well, there's a literal time machine in here. There were a lot of books, there were some records, but yes, this is a time machine it was a prop from a PBS production of a movie called The Star Wagon, and they wanted $1,500 for it. It actually did star a very young Dustin Hoffman back in the day in 1966. I have a feeling they did not sell the time machine, although if anyone out there wants one, you can probably find it in Southold. This was a really cool old steamer trunk, and then there were a set of Time Life art books. And I didn't pick them up, but they do sell, so keep an eye out for those. Here's an old clothing iron from back in the day. It was only $4, but there was there's a little bit of rust on it. I don't know how well these sell, but I did find a couple that sold for about $20 each. Again, not something I was really interested in selling. There was another yard sale not far away, and also again, later in the day, I did find when I walked in this really pretty red Hall's quality kitchenware ball pitcher, and it was in really nice condition, no chips or cracks, very pretty. But when I asked the woman how much, she said 20, and then I put it down and she said 15. Oh, well, what do you want? And I'm thinking $8 to $10, and she said, no, that's a $125 pitcher. Now, here, you can look at the prices and what they've sold for. After I put that down, my sister pointed out this metal herb rack, which was very pretty, but they wanted $600 for it. I was like, let's get out of here. This is not where we want to be. This is not, I mean, it's a cute rack and everything, but I would not spend $600 for it. Would you? Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting. And I suggest you watch one of these next videos.